I just keep hearing sounds. This thing is making me mad this week. Anyways, I'm back. My name is Jason Ward, and this guy's back. His name is Sketchcraft with the sketchy eyes. He showed me that eye beta thing his camera can do, and I was like, "You creepo weirdo."
I was thinking about not telling you and just doing it the whole thing and see if you finally go, "What's going on with your eyes?"
I'd be like, this new camera you're using is trippy. But anyways, today is Star Wars Celebration, and we're gonna be talking about spoilers. We're gonna be talking about the announcements, and I have everything lined up. The only thing I didn't pull for today was I didn't go through I didn't go and screen cap all of the leaked trailers yet, because in the past I've gone in and screen capped the first leaked trailer, and then a better one comes out, and then we do it again. So I'm like, you know what?
No,
We will do the
Santa show for 4 hours this morning. That's why.
I know that too. That too.
Yeah.
But no, but realistically, better trailers will be coming out. And so anyways, I pulled everything but those, and we could talk about them if you guys want to. But and so there was a bunch of announcements and everything, and I wasn't on Santa's show for 4 hours, but we were on like there for like 2.5 probably. I'm gonna guess. All right, so let me share this tab. So we'll start with the official story, if you could believe that, what the mainstream media wants you to believe.
Lamestream media wants you to believe.
You said it, Robbo. All right. So Star Wars 2023. I know. 3 new Star Wars movies announced. Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy confirmed new films from James Mangold, Dave Filoni, and Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. Today, during Lucasfilm Studio Showcase at Star Wars Celebration Europe 2023, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy announced that 3 new live-action Star Wars movies are on the way. Helming the movies are James Mangold, Logan, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and Dave Filoni, The Mandalorian, and Ahsoka, and Academy Award and Emmy Award winning director Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, Ms. Marvel Saving Face. James Mangold's hey.
What?
Just journalist.
Being facetious, folks. Chill out.
No, in fact, I would even say, like, I would even put Ms. Marvel. I would have just put Saving Face, honestly. James Mangold's movie will go back to the dawn of the Jedi, while Dave Filoni's will focus on the New Republic and close out the interconnected stories told in The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and other Disney Plus series. Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy's film will be set
idea before.
after the event of Rise of Skywalker and feature Daisy Ridley back as Rey as she builds a new Jedi Order.
No,
and so
she's done.
No, she never said that. She never.
She's making independent films with her husband, and she's staying off Instagram.
Yeah, that's smart. Thank you, Chris. Chris says congratulations on confirmations of Balan. Yeah, and that's how it's actually spelled. I thought it's BLAN, not ON, but very cool, very cool. Oh yeah, we'll also have spoilers from the next episode of Mando and a bunch of confirmations too, by the way.
Oh,
I just got a bunch of stuff there too. And
you stuffed your sack full of Star Wars goodies today, Jason.
Hey. Okay.
What else you got in that sack? Whip it out.
Okay. So I wanted to share this really quickly. This is something I put on Twitter. If you follow me on the Twitter. But what do you did you see this tweet I made, Rob? Yeah.
Back in April?
No, this one I just made today. The one I have up on the screen.
Yeah, back in April. I'm trying to make it seem like you had I didn't see this today, no.
Okay, so yeah, I did make a tweet before saying that Taika's Star Wars poster or concept art, whatever the heck you want to call it, that they released when they first announced it, was an homage to Ben-Hur. And no one would listen to me. And then it kept going, but you can see as was the pod race. And right here you can see that the logos match up with the Ben-Hur. Well, there was a thing in Variety, and Mangold says it's all a chance to tell the entire story of its own, the birth of the Force. Mangold told Variety after the panel. When I first talked to Kathleen Kennedy about it, I just said, I just see this opening to make kind of a Ben-Hur and the Ten Commandments. Ben-Hur and about the birth of the Force. The Force has become a kind of religious legend that spans through all these movies. And then we'll actually get into the article in a second. But yeah, I mean, it might be nothing. It might just be that they were both parallel thinking with Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur's a classic film.
Well,
very
remember the Feige movie was originally rumored to be the first Jedi thing too. This is something we've been talking about for like 5 years now.
So was the Ryan movie as well. The Ryan movie had two prevalent rumors, and the first was that it was about the Rey starting the New Jedi Order, and the other one is that it was about the first Jedi. So obviously
2 movies,
but now. 2 different, but here we are right now, and we're hearing like similar concepts, different people making it.
Face, and you put on a face, and you put on a face. They're wearing different faces. You think? So what you're saying, Jason? This is where I need my thumb check. I gotta sit down and make some conspiratorial cartoons for us. This is where I go. It's really Ryan Johnson behind the scenes. He's pulling the strings. You know,
yeah.
he's trying to bait and switch his whole trilogy into like.
Yeah,
you know, like secretly Ryan's back there manipulating all the directors and Kathy. To make his movies.
If either of those was what happened to be true though about Ryan, I would say Ryan's movie is more dead than before. And if this guess I made happens to be accurate, I would say Taika's not doing a Star Wars movie. At least not Jason. This one.
I don't know about that because we have Broom Kid. As long as we have Broom Kid and Skeleton Crew and movies that take place after The Last Jedi, I think Ryan's next trilogy's alive.
Well, I mean, no, there is always a chance that if one of these things does step on the foot, either it would take place in the same era as this story, or it would, just take place in a different era.
When Broom Kid joins Rey's Academy, are they going to call it Quidditch when he flies around on the broom? What are they going to call it?
No, Ryan definitely never had any intention of picking up Broom Kid because otherwise he wouldn't have let him name him. He has like a stupid name and all this stuff, and yeah, in my opinion,
not like Baby Yoda. We don't call him Grogu. We call him Baby Yoda, and we call him Baby Yoda. Kid.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
His name is Amblin.
Amblin. Okay,
come on.
So here's something. I think I have this set up right. Hopefully, you guys could hear it. And this is Mangold on Twitter, and he's talking to Collider, and they are asking him about Swamp Thing, but he confirms
they are definitely not afraid. They are definitely not afraid of him.
No, he confirms he's writing both Swamp Thing and Star Wars.
I want to talk about this. I just saw this.
Can you hear the audio?
Oh, hold on. Okay, you're gonna play the clip. Hold on.
Yeah, here it goes.
I've been around your business too long, buddy boy.
I'm like, you're too good compared to other people. You actually know how to evade. It's very
well. It's not even evading because what good would it would just give you some scoop? But I don't even have the answer. The truth is, I'm writing both right now.
There you go. The truth is, I'm writing both right now.
Laugh. I love Mangold's laugh. Seth Rogen's laugh was my favorite laugh, and Harry and the Hendersons, but now it's Mangold.
Yeah, I got that laugh.
I'll rip your heart out and eat it alive, kid. I just made an indie movie. I can do it.
Yeah, it's true.
I love it, dude. I love this guy, man. I believe the only reason. Look, I was gonna say when this came out, obviously, I think his is a 2029 film, right? Just given if you're doing a Swamp Thing and everything.
I would guess that it would be, yeah, I would guess it would be Rey is definitely the first one. We've known that from the Jeff Snyder thing. Jeff Snyder also said that the Filoni thing was a thing, and it's a thing. And so there is that. And
but they're not going to take 6 years to wrap up the Mandoverse by announcing that now.
No.
More like a 2027 deal, right? So
yeah, exactly. That's what that.
But
I
think,
be. And then,
I do think Mangold will get this done because they're scared of him. Like everyone there knows he will go. He'll destroy them if you cannot stop the Mangold. This is a guy. Look, seriously, who made not the worst Wolverine movie. That's Wolverine Origins. Seriously, that's a horrible fucking film. But he made a bland fucking studio driven Morbius like Wolverine movie, and then willed Logan into existence, right? He grabbed those executives by the fucking throat and gave us Logan. So like he knows how to get through the studio system. He gets the shield, he gets his Spartan spear, he puts on his cape, he gets buck naked in sandals, and he just runs through and makes that Star Wars movie.
So all right, this is from Variety. Star Wars movies, James Mangold, Dave Filoni to direct new films. I guess
look at that man.
Old Charmaine doesn't get any love in there. They're like, who the hell is that? But okay.
Well, she's not wearing a funny enough hat.
Come on, they didn't even put her in the fucking like article. Dave Filoni and James Mangold are set to direct a new Star Wars movie. Lucasfilm revealed on a Friday. They're directors who will helm 2 separate films in the franchise. Meanwhile, a third film here it is. Movie
the first film
movie that centers on Daisy Ridley's Rey will be directed by Emmy and Oscar-winning Helmer Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. Now, by the way, guys, this is kind of important. This is right here. This isn't like a scoop or anything like that, but this is me taking what I was like given at one point about this movie, and I think I have a theory as to what may have happened with Lindelof. Is when it was Lindelof's movie, they were telling me that Rey would be in it, but they weren't telling me that Rey was going to be like a main character, that it was going to be a new principal cast, and that Rey was very important to it. They didn't give me the premise. I didn't know it was her starting a new Jedi Order. And I have a theory that as it went on, they wanted to make it a Rey film and not move the protagonist over. And I'm wondering if that's when Lindelof walked. If he said, you know what, Rey's, I need it to be a new protagonist to make this a new thing that moves on. I can't just continue Rey's story. I'm curious if that's what happened.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Like, did they just announce her in the way that they would announce Russell Crowe's going to be in a Superman movie, or Alec Guinness is going to be in a Star Wars movie, or are they announcing her as the lead?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
and cagey it's on that one, by the way. Like, they haven't been very
well. That's like the whole thing. It's 15 years after. It's 15 years after Episode 9. So they are essentially telling the story of 35-year-old Rey, and I think that their kind of thinking is that Rey will be getting close to 30, but they could keep her around that 35 year. If you wait until she's actually that old, it's like 15 years from where they started.
So it's episode 25. They're just going to jump to episode 25.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Right? Wouldn't it be great if they did that? They just jumped right ahead. Like
my buddy was like, so this is basically episode 10. And I'm like, I say it's not basically episode 10 because I don't think a Skywalker being in a story makes it a Skywalker saga film. I think it being about the Skywalker family is what would make it a Skywalker saga film. You know what I'm saying?
Chase,
and like,
we all know this is Disney. She's a Skywalker now.
Right? Oh,
Skywalker.
No, I'm putting a moratorium on that. You've already done Ewoks. You did Chewbacca.
No, I did that in type form.
Three a day.
Bestman gets 8 articles a day on this show. I at least get
3 a day. The rule is transmedium. The rule is transmedium. Okay, no. Anyways, Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy made the shocking announcement.
I'm going to be outlawed in Florida. You keep calling me that. Like,
oh shit! All right, Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy made the shock announcement at the studio showcase during London's Star Wars Celebration, where fans were expecting the announcement of a single film and were pleasantly surprised by a trifecta of projects. Mangold's movie will go back to the Dawn of the Jedi, while Filoni's project will focus.
Hold on. Anytime you see Mangold, we gotta go. Man's Gold.
No, we definitely don't. Close out the interconnected stories. You remind me about Jason Mewes. They are told in the series, including The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and other Disney Plus shows. So that's from the website, right? This is a direct quote from the press release. Right now, other Disney Plus shows, all they really, if it was just Skeleton Crew, I would imagine they would just write and Skeleton Crew. But I think that these are the Dave Filoni in this era shows. So that means that there's likely another show still coming that we don't know about yet that will fit into this mold. And it may also, we may have one of those shows moving up closer, even playing like in the year before the film comes out.
The Vespas.
So, well, like for instance, yeah. I mean, if it's not, I mean, if it's something that's, if it was like a motorcycle gang who fucking plays into the story of the movie, then you could do that. Like that's what I'm saying.
Gang, the loosest of terms.
I'm not saying them. I'm talking conceptually, like about
Salad the Hutt's a pirate, right?
Yeah, Salad the Hutt's pirate. It's a chance to tell the entire story of its own, the birth of the Force, spangled to variety. This is what I already read. When I first talked to Kathy Kennedy about it, I just said, I see this opening to make a kind of Ben-Hur or the Ten Commandments about the birth of the Force. The Force has become a kind of religious legend that spans through all these movies. But where did it come from? How is it found? Who found it? Who was the first Jedi? And that's what I'm writing about now. Mangold most recently directed Logan and this summer's Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, while Filoni is best known as the showrunner for The Mandalorian and Ahsoka, both of which are Disney Plus series. I don't think he's the showrunner for The Mandalorian, though, is he? He's producer, right? Mangold is also writing the DC Comics adaptation Swamp Thing for Warner Brothers with an eye to direct. The filmmaker told Collider that it's unclear which project would go first. After the panel, Variety asked Filoni what was the singular thread weaving the various stories together. On a base level, I would just say the coming conflict. The growing idea that the Empire wasn't as defeated as a lot of people want to believe, and that the remnant is out there, Filoni said. We saw what was from the very beginning, The Mandalorian, and how Giancarlo Esposito's character Gideon was plotting. There are always people that are willing to undermine something that the Republic is trying to build and put back on its feet. I grew up with a lot of stories in the expanded universe that were exploring what happened after Return of the Jedi. There has been this, for fans, idea that there was a new Republic and a remnant empire, and the conflict persisted after Return of the Jedi, even though the heroes won and were more in control. What did the control look like? And since The Force Awakens is 30 years on from Return of the Jedi, and we have room then to tell another story, that's what I'm coalescing into this time period.
Shove it into the mouth. Just put the Force.
Obey Chinoy's film will be the first set after the events of 2019's Rise of Skywalker, and will feature Rey as she builds a new Jedi Order. Peaky Blinders and Spencer writer Stephen Knight will pen the script. And then I'm curious if Lucasfilm is confirming Stephen Knight, or if the trades are just going by with what we all know. The project, which is still untitled, marks several major milestones for the franchise. Obey Chinoy is the first woman and the first person of color to direct a Star Wars movie. The Pakistani filmmaker won 2 Academy Awards for documentary short in 2011 for Saving Face, and in 2015 for A Girl in the River, The Price of Forgiveness. And you can watch it.
Once you win an Oscar, they know that you forget it, right? You go to Harvard, you know how you know someone went to Harvard? They'll fucking tell you.
Somebody will tell you. You could watch A Girl in the River, The Price of Forgiveness on YouTube. And she most recently directed 2 episodes of Ms. Marvel for Disney Plus. Star Wars Celebration has so far yielded a number of announcements and new footage. Trailers were unveiled for the keenly anticipated Ahsoka, which launches in August, which we'll look at that trailer in a minute, as well as The Acolyte, a new thriller series starring Amanda Stenberg. She came just as Padme today, by the way, which is pretty cool. And Squid Game star Lee Jung-jae Andor, and also shared some new footage from season 2, which will premiere in August of 2024. By the way, I watched it.
Have come just as Padme, Jason. I'm just letting you know.
I watched the Andor trailer, and it was just a bunch of people running through hallways.
Also, it's not a trailer. It's compiled footage for
just they're making. We're doing it. Also previewed was the upcoming series Star Wars Skeleton Crew, which focused on a group of kids and is said to evoke a classic Amblin Films. The show stars Jude Law, who introduced his young castmates at the celebration, including Ravi Kabat-Conyers, Kriana Crater, and Robert Timothy Smith. And then
remember when they used to be easy to follow, like a Corey Feldman, or
back when everybody had fake names.
Yeah. This is why I'm like, man, I appreciate your real name, but like my real last name, no one's gonna remember it.
My name. You might know me as Jason Ward, but my real name is Striker Midnight.
That I would remember. I turned on the celebration when I woke up this morning. I tried to get up at 5. I was like, I got up and it was
Mhm.
7. I'm like, shit, I missed it. So I just can't. I wake up at 7 now. It's just the way it works. But I did turn it on, and I man's gold on stage, right? Out of all the fucking times I had to turn it on. And the person on stage goes, so what was it like working with the volume? He goes, volume? Ah, we work with real shit.
Really?
Yeah, he cursed right up. Okay, we work with real shit. I know volume.
Yeah.
Fucking man's gold, man's gold,
Right.
man's gold. I love man's gold, dude.
Well, that's actually a big question that I have about that Star Wars film. Is Dave Filoni going out to the UK to make it on a set, or are they going to make it over here where they make all of the TV shows, and there's just going to be a more intense post-production process? Yeah, that would be that's preferable, or both, or I mean, I suppose both are also possible. You know, if they are doing any volume work, they could do it here because
he shows up in his hat. Hold on. He goes, anyone know what a crumpet is? I'm gonna want some tea time. I heard we get tea time every day around 10. James Cameron hates it.
Who wants a tea bag?
I love tea. Oh, tea bags. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh man, God bless them. I love unions.
Yeah, but anyways, I was gonna say was like how are they gonna do, because on one hand, when they do make that movie with all of that stuff, you want it to look like a really good version of what you've been seeing, but you don't want to get cognitive dissonance because it just feels like it's a completely different thing. So it's like they kind of have I think they kind of have a weird thing ahead of them in a weird way, because it has to look movie quality. It can't look like Disney Plus.
Yeah, and there's some shots in here that look like Disney Plus. This is a cool trailer. I'm just gonna let y'all know. I think it's a cool trailer.
Oh yeah, this is.
But
Disney
there's
Plus.
Disney. Like there's one shot in particular. My friend goes, "It's like Rogue One." I'm like, "It's not like Rogue One. Just chill out, buddy. Time out on that one." Like I see what you mean, but it doesn't. I will line the shots up and show you the difference when Greg Fraser's shooting some shit. Yeah, so bit different.
This is the place I've been to. This is El Segundo. I mean, this is
actually that's real. That's not even a set extension. That's why I call it Smell Segundo.
I'm gonna play the trailer slow so that way we can talk about it and look at what's on screen and stuff. Because, what did I get? So, can you hear me, Rob?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we got Ahsoka walking through and all that stuff. Oh, cool. I actually got a really good Andor trailer right now from a friend. Thank you, friend.
Oh, good.
I'm telling him thanks.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're not kidding ourselves. That's set extension. Like,
oh yeah,
see the blurred edges, like, and probably not a final shot, by the way. But if it is, it's fine enough.
This made me laugh. Did it make you laugh too? Yeah. I saw this and I'm like, Rob's so gonna laugh about how chunky that platform is she's coming down on.
I know, it's very Batman and Robin, or you know what I mean, like very okay. I was inspired by Metroid. That's why I did that. Like when Metroid go down the tube.
Yeah, I know. Like it's like I like the concept. We see it all the time in the Clone Wars and stuff like that. But I was kind of like, Dave, this isn't the Clone Wars. It's cool. It's so cool. Like I could let it go. It doesn't ruin anything for me. But I was a little bit like, like she does this all the time. They cut in perfect circles and shit like that. And
you know what it really reminds me of, and I suppose like you'll have to lean into this. You have to lean into it all the way, like in order for it to work. But it's more like the way the physics work in like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon or something, where it's like remember the game Legend of Kage, where you can or Cage, however you pronounce, where you can fly around, and it's a different kind of physics that you're like, all right, I mean,
right.
It's fine when it's that way all the time, but if it's just here and there, it gets weird, That's what I'm trying to say. Like
that. Yeah, right here we have Sabine. And right here we got the confirmation of Balon, AA, no O. So I had the spelling wrong. Therefore, Reddit's right. I got nothing right. Everything I have ever said has been wrong.
I knew it.
But But so anyways, what I
the whole time, Jason.
What I wanted to point out is if you're a follower of the show, I've been saying for a little while now that I think the show is cut into two halves. I think the first half is in the Republic. Then there's a little bit of a time, and it takes place right about the same time as Mandalorian season 2. And then I think the second half takes place sometime later when they go out to get Thrawn and Ezra, and that stuff is the back half, and there's a time jump, and that's like around Mando 3. And I don't know exactly how parallel to Mando 3 it runs, but it probably like runs up to like the day after Mando 3 is what I'm thinking at this moment right now. But look at her hair, and her hair is long. Sabine has long hair, and we've seen her with short hair in the other celebration videos that we've received like before. So I think she starts with, and then right here we got a Lothcat, which confirms Lothal probably. But
they just breed those animals poorly, they just have all sorts of breeding issues. It's sad.
Right here, I like to imagine she's like, I wonder what it's like for ugly people. She's so good looking though, so I if I were her, I would be thinking that too. But and then right here we got Ahsoka, and now these are the kinds of droids that the witch has in chapter 13 of the Mandalorian that Morgan Elsbeth has. These are those same type of dudes, like the similar kind of like robots.
Are they carrying business cards so we know where they hang out after work?
They're like not exactly the same models, but well, the ones that she had like Thrawn's emblem on them. I haven't seen the emblem on these guys yet, but they're essentially Magna Guards,
Yeah.
Darth Vader inspired Magna Guards. This little ship back here is the Phantom 2 from Star Wars Rebels. This ship, like I think it docks inside of the Ghost, which is Hera's ship, and right there we can see Hera's piloting. And I'm gonna say I'm probably the most critical of Hera. I think she looks a little too perfect, a little too clean, a little too cartoony, like this right here. But I mean,
it's green makeup is a tough.
Yeah,
It's just way, and it's also color grading a lot. People don't understand how much effort goes into color grading. Like it's not just you put on a LUT like on your OBS and you're done. It's a tremendous amount of work in that. And those shades of green that just when you have it all lit, that's like that 10 o'clock a.m. sort of 10:30 a.m. It can make everything look kind of like washed out or pastel-y. So it's hard to.
Right.
Oh wow, look at that lens flare. Is JJ here?
Oh, yeah,
Jar Jar Abrams directing it. Oh, it's a lens flare.
No, dude, you read the subtext. That's telling him we don't need you anymore, JJ. We know how to do lens flares now. Get the fuck out.
I mentioned subtext one time, and Jason won't shut up about it.
Yeah. Then we
Chopper's grunting.
Oh God, yeah. Phantom 2, take it. But yeah, pretty cool to see Chopper like that well done up close. Wasn't Rogue One. And then right here we see Balon, and then right here we see Shin. In for the win. This is what they call around here. She's got a gray haircut. Let's say she's like, look, I just got my hair done. Watch. She's like, yeah, you want to fight? Want to have a style off?
I can smell
look
the
better.
Shampoo.
Yeah, it's suave.
That's the first Sith with bangs, I think.
If you actually, one thing I noticed is I had heard that they had red lightsabers, but they're really like an orange. They're not exactly like the fucking like pull out Sith red, I don't think.
Yeah, they're like Instagram red. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
See?
It adds that like creamy center,
Yeah.
I should have Filoni do that one. It adds a creamy center.
Her saber, like the blade, like I said, is like a rapier. It's like a little bit like shorter, so it allows her to like fight with like really like high speed. And then Balon's is really is like a claymore. Although the Balon saber it has like the little peaks on it, but it doesn't do like an ignited blades on the side or anything. I thought it might. There was some confusion in the conversations I had about that.
This summer, whether you like it or not, you're getting this shit.
So you'll like this, Rob. This is a shot from Star Wars Rebels, almost exactly, except for the city over here looks different. and she has long hair. So I'm looking at it two ways though. This might be like an earlier version of the same shot. We may actually get both shots, but if it's not, they just change things because it fit their story better.
Change things. Yeah.
But I think there's a chance that we will see this shot at the beginning and then the shot before when she looks out before they leave. You know what I mean? Because she'll cut her. I think she's going to cut her hair before they go. It's just my guess, but that's just a theory. And right here, see that tower right there, Rob. That's like Ezra Bridger pretty much like used to live in there when he was like a kid, and his planet got taken over by the Empire. His parents were killed for being podcasters. And so he oh, come on, if you were a little space kid, wouldn't it be cool to live in that tower?
He'd fall right out and kill himself. It's like Michael Jackson when he held that baby out the window. It's not good.
See, you just proved yourself wrong.
You
just proved yourself wrong because he didn't drop Blanket. Blanket was fine.
This is one of those studio lighting matchups that I think doesn't work as well as it doesn't work as well as when you shoot outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole "it's been a while" thing is kind of lame too. Like yeah, it's a little bit cringy. But
it's like, bitch, stop overacting.
Yeah, bitch.
Stop
this your first day? We got 3 ships for the price.
Well, no, critters, the Krites.
Like, I'm wondering if these are the ships that she made, that the witch made. I'm speculating now.
Like dreadnoughts, right?
And then right here, this confirmed.
This was another thing. Like this. Okay, you have finished.
Well, yeah, we said Mon Mothma would be in this series in the Mandalorian. Mandalorian has not been confirmed yet, but she has been confirmed for this series.
And not every transmission needs to be a hologram. Like it looks weird when they're all lined up like that. Like to me, like they look like, remember Visionaries, like the cartoon Visionaries, like hologram warriors, and like I don't know, it's the colors are just all over the place when you do that. Like I don't know. Like it depends. Like you're being picky. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what artists have to do when they're paid. They have to be picky because then motherfuckers go, they didn't care. Punisher's skull is not 100% accurate. They didn't care, right? But I go, hey, maybe there's a little too many colors in that one shot. No, Rob, don't shut up. I like it. Like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, shut up, Rob. Just kidding.
Yeah. I understand now, Jason. This I understand. I know how you can recognize a dude by his ears, right?
That's Mads Mikkelsen for sure.
I get it. I understand.
Or Lars Mikkelsen, I mean.
You can see my ears across the street at Fuddruckers. Like, you know.
Actually, you're all wrong. That's Michael Jackson. Look at the outfit.
Oh shit, dude! They brought him back.
Yep.
The original Jar Jar.
Give me the skeleton crew. I want to hang out. Oh no!
I may just, dude. Hold on. We're gonna deviate for 3 seconds, right?
Yeah.
We'll get back to this. I was talking about with my buddy last night about what it would have been like had Michael Jackson been Jar Jar instead of Ahmed Best, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if that had actually happened? And it delved into like, well, he would have had the wig that he had when he turned into a claymation bunny in Moonwalker, right? And then it turned into like, isn't it weird how Corey Feldman like wanted to be Michael Jackson, but Michael Jackson wanted to be Corey Feldman, like white? And then I was like, what if they had made a movie, right? Remember the movie with Judge Reinhold and Fred Savage where they traded places?
Yeah.
They should have done that with
what's it called? Vice versa?
Corey Feldman, yeah, vice versa. Corey Feldman and Michael Jackson trade places, and then you could actually use footage of Corey Feldman trying to dance like Michael Jackson. Like
I was just seeing back to like 2 weeks ago. Come on, little Grogu, come with me. I'm saving you from this Order 66. Let's go. And then they like zip away on the speed of the bike. Oh no!
I'm telling you right now. We should, the Oral-Nut, when they do that episode, should edit Captain EO in there and just put Grogu into Captain EO's ship when he's being chased at the beginning of Captain EO. Yes! Captain EO saved Jar Jar. Like, come on. I mean, Jar Jar. Grogu. Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, right here we get our behind the scenes. And then is that like a little Imperial shuttle landing on that big ship? I guess this gives us some.
Shit's so far away.
Yeah, but it gives us, yeah.
Yeah. You need the shot that precedes it to know what's going on in that one.
Yeah. Oh my God, he said it. She said it. Heir to the Empire. So that's who Thrawn is. Yeah. Of course she would say that.
Was it Jim Perry was tagging us on Twitter today? He's like, Rob, and then we're just talking about putting the titles of stuff in the... I'm like, it does stand out when you do it, right? Like, Imagine if in Turtles 2 they're like, this must be the secret of the Ooze. Like, you guys just, you know what I mean? By the way, I do want to say, like, Raiders of the Lost Ark wouldn't have hit the same way if it was called Indiana Jones and the Ark of the Covenant. I'm just trying to tell you, like, it's like a little too doesn't have the same zing, right?
Yeah.
Not horrible, but you know what I mean? Like
right here we can see Morgan Elsbeth, and I don't know if she's like, I'm guessing she's in the hull of that ship, like that we just saw, like that big one. This must be like the thing, and I'm guessing like these droids are like navigators, sort of like what we saw that Snoke had, you know, because it's kind of like, it reminds me of that stuff a little bit. But
it also reminds me a little bit of Trade Federation, a little bit, but stronger color scheme. It's a good set though.
And right here you could see, you know, we've been saying that she's a Night Sister, and look at her robes right here. She's wearing more traditional Night Sister robes now. She has the little thing here, you know. She's looking more like a Night Sister than she did on that other point when she was on Corvus. So I you know, not Night Sister.
It's also how I look when I realize how much McDonald's costs now. Like every now and then I go for a Shamrock Shake and I'm like, hash browns are $4.
Yeah.
Like literally, you can go to the diner down the street and get hash browns for $1. Like, what are they doing? Like freshly cooked. Like, what are you guys doing?
And then
okay, this is where go ahead.
What? No, these little poles on the ground look like they're shooting lasers out of them. Like they're projecting the things on the wall, but this is like, I guess this is Balon encountering her in the world between worlds.
It also kind of looks like that rock that Grogu was like at the Jedi communication.
Well, I mean, it looks like Sean Connery from The Rock as well. Ahsoka, I'm here to fuck you up.
Yeah, if he put on fucking like Affleck weight, you know what I mean? Like Zack Snyder had directed The Rock.
I'll really beef it up and work it out. Here we go.
I'll smack that little bitch. Like, whoa, shit, dude, what are you doing?
So right there, see his saber like on the bottom. It has like the piece, and then like the blade. It's bigger. It's a thick ass blade.
No.
So yeah.
Are they gonna say that was the dude in Return of the Jedi who was the dude in the Clone Wars? Any guy with a white beard is the dude?
No, I mean, right? No. About where I was going with this is like, I know he's aligned. He's a servant of Thrawn in the end. He's aligned with Morgan Elsbeth, but like I'm like, is there something more to the world? But does the world between worlds bring this fucker out? Is he hiding here? Did he? How does he know to be here? Like
a less crazy Sabaoth?
Yeah, that might be where this is going. But I do feel like if they do end up leaning into Heir to the Empire at all. If they do end up kind of going with it in some way, then you could bring Snoke in there and use Snoke as the Luke bait, and because we know, and then Luke doesn't take it in the end. That's possible, but he could also be that, because I mean, but also I don't think Luke would meet this guy with this orange fucking lightsaber and be like, oh, he's cool. I don't mean, so like he seems a little bit more obviously evil, but you never know.
Yeah, this is a cartoony, corny shot. This is one of those shots that I'm like, welcome to Galactic Starship. I'll be your tour today. Would you like to buy the merch stands right over there? And by the way, our Moncal's going to speak horrendous English. Like, just wait for it.
Yeah.
This is a less cinematic shot, folks.
No. Well, that's what I was going to say was we got like, you know, this like General Madine guy over here on the right, but the costume doesn't look like it's the quality of General Madine's in the shot. This looks like it's the version that your friend who's really good at sewing made you for Comic-Con. And then her costume, to me, it just does not look like lived in enough. I'm not. It's fine, but it's not, you know. And then this guy's costume, I don't think fits him very well. So I didn't really like the shot. I'm gonna be honest. Not gonna, you know, it's not a big deal, but it's not.
I mean, look, hold on. That shot compared to the last shot, just go back.
The shot? You mean?
Yeah, that shot, and go back to.
Yeah, but I mean, look at that shot. Look how good that is.
Right, that shot.
Yeah, that stuff's like amazing, and then it's like
there. All right, okay.
Like, okay.
Like, right. I mean, not everyone can be a winner. You know?
Yeah, sure.
It happens. It's all right.
Ahsoka looks good. Ahsoka looks cool. And like right here, see, I talked about see how the hilt of his blade See how like fucking like look at the
pummel.
What's huge? Like see it. Look at it. Things like, and then when he like hits her with it, like there's some power. She has to like actually like use her foot.
Oh, she does a do you think she'll do the Cynthia Rothrock kick where her back head goes over her head and hits him on the top of her back? Right? She puts the leg over and hits him in the. He goes, oh shit! Like
yeah.
Cynthia Rothrock, boosh.
Then right here we have Ahsoka ship, and that's being chased by Shin, I believe. Yeah, looking good. And right there we got Ahsoka ship getting shot by Shin, and then the Jedi fell a long time ago, says Ahsoka. And this right here is almost a total remake of Darth Vader going through the hallway in Rogue One that Freddie Prinze Jr. said Dave Filoni directed but didn't. So is this why? Is this did he hear about this and think that Dave Filoni directed the Rogue One bit, but it was this? You know what I mean?
Well, it doesn't have Greg Fraser here. This is where I'm like this.
Oh come on, this is badass.
Don't get that is not Rogue One. To stop that.
No, it's all the same. It's all the same moves.
I know, but there's a difference in execution. Okay,
and then,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, well, then I'll say Rob confirmed Filoni didn't direct it based off of that. No, and then right here we could see. So if you remember back when I was talking about how like I saw Ezra. It was from this that I saw Ezra. And remember I talked about like how he had like that fucking like chest thing right here, like the armor on the shoulder. This is it right here. So, but I
needs to be a hologram though, you know. Like
Rob, she's not talking to him. This is her. This is like her.
She just
like
keeps.
This is like
to stare at a hologram of him.
This is an old, weirder. Or it's either that or it's an old message from him. Because I'm pretty sure. See, at the end of Star Wars Rebels, he gives a message to everybody saying like, "Look, guys, I did this thing. I'm going to do this thing." He knows what he's going to do before he has to like do it, and he leaves everybody like a message saying basically like, "Thanks, I'm good. I did what I meant to do." And so I think she's going to be watching that message, and that's what's going to tell Rob, who never watched Rebels, what that message was.
Never will.
Okay, but you won't need to because that's little guy's going to tell you.
Fair enough. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be a hollow. It can have
Rob, what do you want him to? What do you want him to come back and go? Hey, I'm okay, and tell the story, and then fly back to where they have to rescue him?
Artistic decision. No, they could have. She could be.
But
I don't know.
Rob, it's already one. That's why it has to be.
I see. I'd say.
You could say the other one doesn't have to be, but this one has to be. Correct. It has to be. Right. It's this
continuity. Yes.
I mean, yeah, just or what else?
I disagree. I'm not placating you. I agree.
I'm just saying there's like no other way for this one to be this thing right here. Like I said, and I think that's what this is. But so yeah,
it's just when you have a super bright hologram in a dim room. I don't know, man. It just something like a Radio Shack commercial. You know, like I don't know. There's something like I like the lighting that shot. It's just that hologram never seems to adhere to the principles of light that's existing in the room on top of it. Like when you turn on a flashlight in a room, it doesn't it changes the light in the room, you know? Like it just never feels like it's sitting there when I don't know. There's some weird thing about it. But
you could see like you could see that they drew like the wolf and like a loft cat on the wall. I don't know if this is supposed to be this might be stuff that Ezra drew as a child or as a like a young kid. So most likely that's what it is. All right, here we go. Yeah, so it said there aren't many left. And then right here, we have Ahsoka fighting an Inquisitor. And this right here is a shipyard. So I am going to think what this is this may be the shipyard where the witch is making the ships to go save Thrawn. And she has Inquisitors that they've started their own Inquisitor program to probably fight Jedi, because that's going to be making sure the Jedi don't rise again would be a pretty important plan that these guys would have. Mm-hmm.
Why do you need a fleet to go get Thrawn? Didn't you just go get him and then you present to him a fleet? Like I don't
remember. He has his undead troops.
To impress him?
He also has the 7th fleet was like whisk away. Now these are questions that we actually do have. We don't actually have concrete answers to these things, but. Okay. If you have an army of undead resurrectable stormtroopers, you don't want to take those with you. And so you got to be able to bring those guys with you. And the 7th fleet went, so So we don't know if they built really, really big, like super Star Destroyers that are going to go back there and house the 7th Fleet and bring it back. I don't know. I don't know why they have to do it that way. There's like something that's missing. The next episode of Star Wars The Mandalorian, though, is going to get into a little bit of it. And we'll talk about that just after this trailer. But yeah, so right. Anyways, we have an Inquisitor that
she just gave him the metal finger. She's a minute, man's gold, and she pushed him back.
She did.
Yes.
And then right there, that's the statue that I saw when I was down at the set.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
There's a little foot.
Mm.
So technically, been there. Lame, right? But I'm proud of myself. Rebel, and then this is the same. This is the shipyards, and this must be like where she runs out and then fights the Inquisitor down below after she leaves. I'm guessing.
Think she'll do the superhero land?
No. Oh wait.
Oh wait.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That's she. Yep. That's her. That's her super, because she was, yeah. That's her superhero jump from the Clone Wars. Am I playing? Okay, I'm playing now. Spacebar. It's magic. All right. What else we got? Oh yeah. So this guy right here, Rob. This is a robot from the Clone Wars, and this guy won an Emmy, and it was played by David Tennant from Doctor Who, and in an arc where the children of the Jedi Temple, when they're not younglings anymore and they're about to become Padawan, they would go out and they would have to construct their lightsabers. And this is like, in Harry Potter, how they go to Ollivander and they get like the wand.
Sure,
it's like that concept. They come to him, and then he helps give them all of the parts that they need to start using the Force to construct their like saber, and helps them.
Weird when a robot drops his parts on you, right?
Yeah,
you're like, okay, which one of these are you, sicko pervert? Which one of these are actual lightsaber parts?
Yeah, but Yang says perhaps it's time to begin again. And then we know that like Jason Syndulla, Harrow's son, is in this series, so maybe that's connected. I speculate.
We're gonna get the green eyebrows.
The green eyebrows, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
And then see, like this is like in that huge shipyard again.
She cool never cuts them robes with them sabers. She's
no, she's a Jedi, dude. Or she was anyway.
I couldn't even nunchuck myself in the nuts, not one time. Like every time I do nunchucks, I get hit in the nuts. She can move them blades around. Oof.
That's how Bruce Lee died. No, remember they always said that.
If it were true, and they've hit it secret the whole time. Like,
yeah.
Rest in peace, Bruce. I'm not. Would be funny if he'd actually kill himself in the nuts with the nunchuck. Yeah. The nuts chucks. Yes.
I mean, it's Bruce Lee who gives a shit. All right. April 7th, 2023. Description of the Star Wars skeleton crew footage shown at Star Wars Celebration. Now, I just wanted to share this because we won't be going into like each shot today, but I was like, it's worth it. The trailer begins with a group of school kids seemingly bored with life, looking lovingly in their classroom and seeking adventure. As the trailer progresses, we hear voiceovers from the various led group discussing going on an adventure, as shots of them taking a speeder bike through a forest.
Right into a tree, and the story's over.
The end. They take their speeder bikes at the dead of night and venture out into the unknown full of glee. The next morning, the kids' parents realize they've gone missing, and the trailer intercuts the parents trying to find their children, with holograms asking them to return home. We see the children take a ship and whip around the galaxy, encountering various foes, including pirates, which included Vane from the Mandalorian, and droids. The kids seemingly end up in prison of some sort, where they meet Jude Law, who uses the Force to unlock them from their cell.
Yeah, he could do it the whole time, but he was enjoying being in prison. So.
Yeah, so when they were filming the show, his code name and was referred to as the teacher. So we were like, okay, it makes sense. He has the scarf and must be like actually like their teacher. And then, but it turns out that is, and then Grammar Rodeo also kind of seemed a little bit like, but So anyways, yeah, but he's not their teacher. He's a Jedi who's apparently a DJ type ex-Jedi or Force user. Is he a Jedi or a Force user is kind of the question I have right now. But
I don't know, man. There's so many Jedi running around this time period. The hell I know.
Yeah.
So many.
And then let's check out the Indiana Jones trailer slow. Everybody should probably just watch
music. You play this music and we're getting demonetized.
Oh, I know. I got it muted. Yeah. But I like it. Like it's cool. We see like Indy's like rooms got like the little TV in there, you know.
How did you feel about the Rolling Stones? I know it's a 1968 song, but
the song that when it continues to go woo woo, well after it should have faded out, it annoys the hell out of me.
With the train.
They
go woo woo with the train. Yeah.
I didn't like it. I needed it to stop. It actually kind of I'm like deprived of sleep and on a weird diet at the moment, and it made me queasy.
What song was big in 1936 that you could have played?
No,
you know, could you imagine recutting the Temple of Doom trailer?
It's 69.
And then it says a man.
No, it's 1969 New York, and he was talking. I have a feeling that he wanted to do this trailer to "I'm Waiting for the Man" by the Velvet Underground, and that's what he was gonna do. But it mentions like, you know, waiting for trains and stuff and everything like that. I think that made more sense. And but I have a feeling that Disney wasn't too up for them using a song about heroin and for Indiana Jones about a heroin dealer. and like the fucking yuppies at Disney are like, well, the Rolling Stones is probably as cool as they get, right? That's just my guess. That would be, it's probably wrong, but that's my reading.
And it says his name, and his name is in the title. I can see how marketing worked that out. I just imagine if the trailer for Raiders was dun 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 dun, Indiana Jones is on an adventure. Like, it's just so weird.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at that Star Trek nerd right there, motherfucker. You know he's going to Star Trek Con, right?
No. This is the moon
right
landing.
there.
This is
that's
the
what
Apollo.
I'm saying. But you know that nerd's got a save spot.
Oh yeah,
he's one of those.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Snyder cut kids back in the 60s and shit. You know,
that's Harrison Ford looking at us right there. In case you're wondering, that's what he thinks when he sees us at Star Wars Celebration.
Yes.
Yeah. Then it looks like
partly blame myself. I could have been building doors instead. I went on this stupid journey.
So this is.
They're
having the retirement
party. Those are all the students he fucked. Like they're all
shit
now.
He's all, Phoebe, you were my favorite one. You're the best one I ever fucked. The diaphragm of destiny. I won't be the father this time.
Whoa, Jay, no.
Is that Bill Murray on? I mean, Dan Aykroyd on the right in drag.
Wait. Oh yeah, it is. It's Mrs. Esterhaus. No, remember Mrs. Esterhaus? Yeah, Caddyshack too.
It looks that looks like at first it looks
you
like
call me Mrs. Esterhaus.
Wow, that looks like Dan Aykroyd, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, poor her.
So I'm retiring. Yeah. And then.
to getting shit faced at 2:30 in the afternoon. That's how we retired in the 60s. Like,
right?
Yeah. No one's there, middle of the day, retirement.
Yep. So right there it says same for the goddaughter.
So Toby Jones's daughter, not Marcus Brody's.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah.
Marcus was gay.
I hope so. That'd be nice. Yeah. He was a gay man in real life. Yeah. Give him that, I'd say. Dad told me you found something, and then there's like
when the idea of her being Marcus's daughter and the idea of time travel came up, I was like, maybe that's a way to give, you know, that actor something in an Indiana Jones movie that doesn't involve him like bumbling off a fucking camel for 45 minutes, you know. Unfortunately, you know, like they did Marcus wrong in Last Crusade. That's all I gotta say.
I like him in it. I like him. He's supposed to be at the university. He's not a field guy. It's okay. when he's in a sophisticated place,
Yeah,
he's got
but
his
he
shit
says
together.
in Raiders, if I were younger, I would go. He is a field guy. He was. He just
well,
got
he
aged out.
but he didn't go because he's just saying that. But also he did get lost in his museum, so I'm wrong as well. He's an idiot.
No, I don't buy that ever happened. I don't.
Oh yeah,
That's
do you buy
Lucas
that
after he had kids. That's Lucas.
Do you buy that?
Lucas before he had kids wouldn't have done that. That's before kids, after kids.
Well, after kids, this train's going to Hogwarts.
It's true. Woo!
So the oh no, the de-aging of Mads and Indy looks really good in this stuff.
Who says fan art won't get you hired? Seriously, when everyone goes, you can't make fan art, it's not copyrighted, but that's how they hire you. Like, I'm just letting you know right now. If he was de-aging Bill Murray, they wouldn't have hired him for this gig.
I like the sponge. Boom! He like puts he moves his hat, which was what was funny too. All right, so right here we see. I think is this Toby, or is this Indy? This is Indy touching.
Those are my hands after I've had too much wine.
Right?
To be honest with you, I get puffy hands.
Yeah. Oh, and it sets up Toby Jones shooting Indy and Indy saying your dad shot me, but I think it does it in reverse, by the way. It's a really good trailer though. I liked it. Now that plot element after the last one, the whole drove your father crazy thing. If he really drove him crazy, I'm a little bit like after the last one, I kind of would just rather he just died or something, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's a little like Ox, though, and we never saw that in any movie, and we got two in a row to do it, but it's fine. I mean, this is probably going to be a better movie, so cool. Then we see the
Mutt
Clabber. Don't move. And then right here,
Mutt's the Winter Soldier now. Like,
oh no.
Oh no! They're breaking all that stuff they stole from other countries.
Yeah, that's true. And then so right here, confirm that she's Agent Mason. And then right,
Jordan Mason.
Oh God, he had a rough night. Helena says sorry, and then so I guess she got the info from him that she needed about the dial, and then she takes off. I kind of like that running scene a little bit. And then so they have files on them. So I'm wondering if at this moment they're actually like CIA. Like if this is like was a Project Paperclip, if they're actually
there's a paperclip right there, Jason. Look
that's
at that.
Fair. But you know what I'm saying though? We have like all that stuff's going on, but like they have like files on him and stuff, and they're seemingly in the United States here, I think.
Extensive files. Extensive.
And this right here, the eye still looks a little bit wonky.
A little bit like my eye replacement NVIDIA software, but yeah, everything looks great.
And look, I mean, this is the thing that people think of CGI, but it's not. War as hell.
That's how Vince McMahon thinks his mustache looks right now. He thinks it looks like that, but it does not look like that. It
looks like he's about to
direct
Pink Flamingos.
Oh no! What, Vietnam? They're woke, Jason.
So the face stuff on Indy on the horse, I think, has been redone, maybe, or as like a better job, or they added some motion blur or something, because it doesn't look as bad as it did last time we saw it shot. To me, anyway. But yeah, like
it's a very Spielbergian shot right there, by the way.
Yeah.
The motorcycle skid. Like, yeah.
Yeah, then we got the horse in the subway. So
you're gonna get that horse killed by a train, Andy. What are you doing?
I'm gonna turn you into glue. Oh shit!
We kill horses.
Yeah, like... it's a pretty cool shot though. And the railing blocks Indy's face just perfectly, so you can't see it's not Harrison Ford. Hitler made mistakes. You think?
Woo!
And with this, I will correct them. There's the old dial. And And then I'm sure this will make somebody say, "Oh no, they made a capitalism joke. I'm so mad." Like, you stole it, and then you stole it. And then she's like, "Then I stole it."
He said he voted for Ike in the last movie, so we're way past not adding politics to Indiana Jones. Just bringing that one up.
So right, remember in this the scene on the little cart thing. I think we see that little boy. We were going back and forth about.
Go back, dude. Go back to Ayatollah's down there from Naked Gun. Watch this. Watch him. Look at that.
On the bottom,
dude right there. Yeah, from the Naked Gun, dude.
and he's with Tia Carrere from Wayne's World. It looks like.
Also, True Lies.
We got that shot again.
He really is a
look, he just whipped the big guy.
Shit, got him right in the mouth.
Yeah. You guys see that? Look right there. The little cart. The boy is in the cart. Remember? I don't know if you remember, but months ago, if not a year ago, we were like debating whether the kid was in there, and we're like some of it we're like, yeah, I think he was in some shots and not in others for maybe stunt reasons or something. But yeah, there he is, and his name is Teddy.
The first kid I've made drive me around town.
Remember there was that rumor that his name was like Alfonso or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was something like that. And it's not. His name is Teddy.
Well, Teddy's short for Alfonso.
Oh, well, now you mention it. So, but like, yeah, like, was that Mads? And then right here we got Young Indy. Yeah, that's fucking cool though. There might be some turbulence, huh?
You are my density.
Yeah.
The dial of density.
So they like pierce that thing, and then it makes this thing go down, and then they
just like in Tomb Raider.
Raging Waters.
Better than that temple set from Kingdom, the Crystal Skull.
Mm-hmm. So she like goes through all this stuff and's like, "Come with me," and all this stuff, and talks it up, and then locks him in the cage and runs.
That's how I do it. That's Filoni. You could tell by the hat.
Oh no. Well, he didn't make it. It was so he is Ronaldo.
Look at that guy in the back. How are you doing?
Oh yeah, look at him. He is. Is that Sacha Baron Cohen?
Yeah, right. Nice.
Yeah.
Great success.
Well, I'm wondering if Sala just has a cameo in the movie, and they're dropping him in the trailer.
Yeah.
Then.
Oh, getting a little close there.
So, yeah. So is that plane like a plane of the time, or is that a World War II plane that they're jumping out of?
It was like a World War II plane.
So,
but I mean, because see the German cross.
Yeah.
Right, that's the German military cross.
I wasn't sure if it would have had like a swastika, or if it would still. No,
that was different. The German military had the black cross. The swastika was a political party, not the actual.
So
military.
Then is the implication that they've time traveled here to back in time? And
yeah, I guess. Are they going to land in the Roman times now? Remember the Roman set? Look at those ships.
Yeah.
Those Roman ships down there, dude. Like, because remember we saw that scene a year and a half ago. Like,
yeah, the Vikings and the Roman guys or invaders and stuff. Yeah, maybe that's what that is.
Oh shit, motherfucker got a shotgun. Dude, Danny Trejo's running right now.
Yeah.
This shit just like Man's goes like put fucking shotgun. Get him. Like,
he did. Look at he just shotgun Indiana Jones.
Yeah. that really happened too. Like, it's not a joke.
These all have been shot 9 times. What is he, fucking 50 Cent? 50 Cent?
We're all in the balls, like Tupac crawled right out of the hospital.
Yeah.
Boosh.
So see right there.
This is gonna be a ride at Disneyland. Yeah, you're gonna have to jump between cars now at Disneyland. It's gonna be it's a new ride.
Then
She's
and
like,
then see right here. Yeah, look.
He's like,
I could see
nice
your bunghole from
snatch.
here.
Yeah.
Come on. But I would say that doesn't confirm it, but does pretty much that's her father, because then we see him get shot right here.
Yeah.
Ow. It says ow. Looks really CGI in that though. And then right there, more confirmation is that he's Basil. And then that's remember that night? Yeah.
Yep.
But I like that shot. It was pretty cool. Most of the DH stuff is really good. That one is so, but most of it's pretty good.
Lighting can make anything look weird. Like you know, when it's color graded and really like artistically color graded, shots in Oh Brother Where Art Thou will look fake if you know, depending, and they're literally real shots, just color graded. So it just depends on how that works out, you know.
Right.
It's not consistent with the look of, you know, Temple Doom or Raiders. I mean, you'd have to basically just shoot it and then run it through a chemical wash, which is impossible these days. You know.
So
I still say add the film grain. Film grain would hide a lot of it, but
yeah,
you know me.
And then Baymax, thank you Baymax for the help. I appreciate it. Thank you Nick for the super chat. Old man Nick. Yeah, so so a couple of things were confirmed, and I know Baymax. I don't know if you're listening now or if you could hear at the moment, but we were basically like there was a lot of stuff that was kind of confirmed in the episode of The Mandalorian, stuff that I have reported on or that has been reported on. So those are pretty big spoilers, but the big thing is next week Mecha Grogu is going to happen. So that's nice. I'm glad to see that. The crusty old white guy, Mecha Grogu, and the Praetorians are all happening next week. And Gideon helmet confirmed. That happens. He doesn't fight anybody yet though. And yeah. So anyways, let me see what else do I got.
Is Art Carney gonna cameo? Like, who we getting this week? Who's our Love Boat guest of the week?
No,
on
this
The
is
Mandalorian. Like I just want to.
This is actually, yeah, no. So like, like the first 7 minutes, we got basically in the first 7 minutes of it, we have this is a write-up. The opening of the episode saw Katie O'Brien's Lia Kane on Coruscant receiving a hologram from Moff Gideon. Kane tells Moff how the pirates seen earlier in the season were thwarted by Bo-Katan, Din Djarin, and the rest of the Mandalorian. Cutting to Gideon, he hangs up and proceeds down a corridor, walking past a number of stormtroopers that closely resemble the Phase 2 clone troopers from the prequel trilogy. And I think that those might be the ones that I recently drew, you know, with somebody else. And that one guy that we put out. And then from here, Esposito's Star Wars Big Bad arrives in what was called the Shadow Council, a series of holograms of other Imperial warlords.
Oh yeah.
So there's your holograms, Rob. The father of so I've also heard that the father of General Hux, and it's played by the same actor who played Hux. He's playing his father. From the prequel trilogy, and Grand Admiral Thrawn's second command, Pelion, are among the group. Gideon opens the conversation by criticizing them for waiting for Thrawn's grand plan. The Chiss Admiral is noticeably absent, and they seem to be waiting for him to get started. Gideon says that Hux's father has been focused on cloning work and notes that they will deal with the Mandalorians. Moff requests 3 Praetorian Guard, TIE bombers, and TIE interceptors before the whole group chants "Long live the Empire." And then that's like them like getting going. And a couple like loose things. The Praetorians, they kill Paz. Paz Vizsla dies in this next one. He's killed by the Praetorians.
Which one's that?
The big guy, Jon Favreau.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the big dude. And then Gideon has his helmet. You know, they're setting up Thrawn. No Mothma in this one. Gideon says that his troopers are new dark troopers with clones of him inside. So Esposito's cloned himself to make his new troopers, which is fucking. So we're gonna have the bunch of Espositos. More than we have chicken men for all of us. You can franchise him now. You can franchise the chicken men now.
You're running around like a bunch of chicken men. Damn it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That depends on how that shot. Like
he says there are armored. The troopers, the new ones, are armored with Beskar, so it's probably like why they're on Mandalore. And then there's a
well, they have a Morlock fetish. You know, like
there's like Mad Max super style yacht, and there's a giant beast ends up attacking that. Grogu inside IG-12 is what it's called, by the way. Gideon, or not Gideon, Grief Karga, I think I heard, names them IG-12, and that's what it's going to be called, I guess. So
Sir IG-12, he's a knight now.
Sir IG-12, yeah, but
he's a knight because he cheated at mini golf. But okay.
Right. But yeah, seems pretty cool. But yeah, since the course of this show going, I've been sent a bunch of the stuff that was shown today, like a lot. I haven't got to like really look at any of it because obviously I'm on the show and looking at the stuff that we do have officially. But I will go through all of it and I will analyze it and I will screen cap it when we do our next show.
Send it to me.
I'll send it to you.
I want to
send it to you.
I want to see.
And we
I want to see and then gloat to everyone how they can't look at it.
Yeah. But we'll on next show we'll go through all of like the leak stuff, and we'll also like screen cap it out that we were not showing the video, and we can like pull out what it means, what's going on there or whatever. And so we'll have a fun next show. There's also going to be like, I think there's still like an Ahsoka panel or something coming. There's a couple of things that are still coming. So there's still more information coming over the weekend. But I do think today was like the big day, for the most part.
How'd you feel about it? How'd you feel about the big day?
I feel good about it. I actually think these movies are likely to happen. The 2025 movie is, I believe, wholeheartedly is going to happen. It could happen bad, but it will happen. So something's better than nothing in a way, depending. But I'm not saying it's not like they, are making this movie in 1 year. So I'm not really that worried about it. And I'm a little bit less worried about the Rey movie. Now that I know it's a Rey movie, and now that I know it's about starting up the Jedi Order, I feel like that premise is a lot more pop and a lot more like fan friendly than when I just imagined they were starting a new fucking saga and like, well, how are you gonna make it intriguing? What's the intrigue? I don't know. Just that it's new is not intriguing. So I never had anything to really like gravitate towards. And so I think they're going with an idea that I think fans are gonna want. So I have a little bit more confidence in it for that reason. Mangold doing a Star Wars movie is fucking fantastic. Great. I'm happy about that. He managed to get an Indiana Jones movie made with him, which is
first one to do both. One to do both.
That's right? True. Yeah. And so I believe he will likely knows how to work with them. Kathleen Kennedy in some interviews today was saying that they know they have had extensive conversations about storytelling, like they're on the same page with stuff. I think that's a really good sign for the working relationship moving forward. And then the
how long before Santa runs out to watch the 10 Commandments and Ben-Hur all over again to try to glean info?
No.
Like, right? It's like Paper Moon and sandals, Jason.
It's like Paper Moon and slavery. No.
Oh,
right?
Shit.
But
oh no, I didn't say that.
Well, no, it's what happens.
I like how you're like, Rob says all this hideous shit as you, and then you throw that one out. Like, ooh.
What do you call it though? Oh, hey, Santa. No. And then the I believe like the premise of the Dave Filoni movie and the concept will 100% happen. And like that one right there, that thing, like I see it going in the best case scenario. It's a theatrically released film that we get. In worst case scenario, it's a Disney Plus movie. But I do think that one will happen almost no matter what. I think it will be a theatrical film. I think that's like the point. And so I'm more confident in these ones just off of what we heard and based off of who's working on it. It seems like they have a team right now that will deliver with them. And I'm not saying it's
going to write the movie, the Filoni film, the Mando Avengers film that they're doing.
Well, yeah, that's like a, you know, the one other thing is too, is like, are we going to see these shows? Are these shows going to become less? Are they going to become less? Is the quality going to fall when the focus is getting just dropping stuff for the films and making that film?
This. I think we've already
seen.
Well,
is that what it is? Like, is that like it was it Dave jumping off of Mando 3 that made Mando 3 feel like more of a mess probably because he's doing Ahsoka, and then, you know what I'm saying though, and then we're clearly like, if he's going to start working out a film, he's probably going to start working on that pretty soon. And then but then the other question is would they do another season? Would he do another season of Ahsoka before that? I don't know if there's time, but I mean, like, you know, I guess there is. There's like a chance.
Turnaround though. It's a 4-year turnaround for these kinds. There's like animation for a Star Wars film. 2 years they've tried that and it doesn't work. Like, I guess they're technically doing that with SOC's movie, but like even then it's already had at least a year or two of development, so it's not like from scratch, right? So you're looking 3 to 4 years. You start at January, well, that puts you right in the 2-year window for 2027. There's no time for another series, you know.
Unlike the other films that we've ever had, this film that we have coming is going to be like the culmination of all of the stuff that they've been working on too. And that makes it like a little bit different in certain ways than I think. I don't know if it will be more involved or less involved, but it's like you have to be working towards something. So in a way, it's like they have it figured out. Mm-hmm.
You're not going to see him writing a Tales of the Jedi season anytime soon.
Yeah, probably not.
You can put that one off the table.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. But you know, with all of these shows, like if they're working towards this big, you know, battle or whatever, I would, like I said, I'd have to imagine that it's gonna have a lot of shit, like it's gonna have like a lot of the story worked out and what it needs to be and what it has to do. Like most of these Star Wars films, you have the artist come in, I think, and knows what they want to see, but then you have the corporation who has what they want to sell. And so they have to somehow meet in the middle and have a good like relationship where both parties are kind of winning or whatever is the dream.
That is how you end up with the title Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Yeah.
That is a marketing compromise between suits and creative. Like, we just said what it is. Get on with it. Like, because if it was Indiana Jones and the Ark of the Covenant, or Indiana Jones and you couldn't do the Holy Grail, right? But you know what I mean? Like it just, I don't know, doesn't have the same panache.
Indiana Jones and his slutty goddaughter. All right. No, anyways, Indiana, and then Disney was like, "How about we go with Indiana Jones in 1969?" And then he's like, "How about Indiana Jones 69?" Oh no, come on, man, Cold. No, Jonesy says, "What's your favorite George Lucas quote?" Mine's, "I mean, that's bold in terms of jerking people around."
Bold.
Bold. He said bold.
He said bold.
Yeah.
So
But
it's on the episode 1 documentary. It's really bold in terms of jerking people around, but maybe
perfect.
Like, I mean, yeah. I look, folks. When people go, Rob doesn't watch the prequels. I watch the making of the prequels all the fucking time. You need to understand. I put on 1 through 3. Just leave that shit on while I'm working, especially when I'm under deadline, because I like to see other people suffer as bad as I'm suffering. You know, I love it. I love it.
But yeah. So, anyways, we started asking like how do I feel about the stuff? I think it looks good. I mean, I think Ahsoka, I think it looks cool. Most of it, you know, like I said, is from that. I think from probably the episode where she goes to those 2 locations primarily. So for all I know, the other stuff looks like shit. But it looks good in what we saw. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah, I had some people hit me up this morning that were like, I mean, Breezy mentioned, but I had friends, you know, who text me, well, I guess that Mando movie you want is happening. I'm like, I wanted the Mando movie to be the culmination of the Grogu Jin storyline, Din Djarin storyline with Luke and all that stuff. Like, put it up on the big screen. I didn't say go make 4 different fucking series like the Avengers and then culminate it in like an Avengers crossover thing, you know? So, like, yeah, they're doing it. Yes, it's gonna definitely end it the way I said they should.
It's still your fault.
It's certainly my fault.
It was your wish.
Look, if it's great, I'm a genius. If it's not, blame Rob. Like,
right?
Rob was wrong. Should have done it. But Jason, you said they never would, and here we are. So, you know.
No, I said, what did I didn't
Iger
say they
came
never
in and was
would.
like, "Fuck it, we're doing it."
Yeah.
Iger spent all of COVID watching our channel. Like, I guarantee it.
Well, the thing about it though is it is kind of being sold as the culmination, and I'm wondering if this is where Favreau and Filoni stop, and Filoni moves on to the films, and just becomes a feature director.
That was the impression I got from Snyder when he said Filoni's the new Lucas. I think that's sort of what he meant in that terms, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
And then maybe, you know, maybe Favreau tells the story and then he goes on and just leaves, goes and does something else for a while or whatever. But maybe this is like, you know, Willow. But maybe this is like you know, like I said, like the end of his run with the stuff. Because I mean, like when you get down to it, like what did we say? He's already written like at least 30 episodes and then like 38 episodes with the season.
For one
it's a lot.
dude. It's a
lot,
ton of stuff,
yeah,
dude. And I don't know, like it's not getting better. Sometimes it doesn't get worse, but it doesn't improve. It maintains.
Right.
And there's only so much an individual can, like, it's one thing, like man, think about how long it took. George R.R. Martin is never going to finish his own book series, right? Or if he does, it'll be like right as he dies, there, I finished it. But like when you have that many characters moving around, you know, and that many things going on, it's so hard. Even with the books, when I got to like the 5th book, I stopped. It was in the series. It's when Tyrion kills his father in the toilet, right, and takes off, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how the series, like it cliffhangers. You get to the next book, and I'm like, all right, let's see. I want to see how it played out in the books. What happened? It takes 7 chapters to pick up, and it's all 7 chapters before that are like new care. It's like Robb Stark's undead mom. It's some new religious cult. It's all this new shit, and you're like, nobody wanted new shit. Just keep the characters going. What are you doing? And that's where I feel we've sort of hit. Like they've layered on too many new things while you're trying to like care about the stuff that you've already gotten attached to, you know? So I do think they can resolve it, you know, but at the same time, it may come off feeling hollow like the Game of Thrones season finale did if it feels rushed or people got short shrift, or what was the point of the Vespas if we never saw them again? Like nothing's the point. Or what was the point of respect if Boba Fett just joined a cult? Like, I don't know, nothing.
Oh, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out in the movie. When respect is all that matters in the barren wasteland of the war against Grand Admiral Thrawn.
What if Pele Moto like joins the cult and she won't shut the fuck up? I'm a Mando too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Mando. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of there's like a lot of possibilities and potential in it. I mean, the fact that if we're taking what Dave Filoni classically does, and then we're taking it to the big screen or whatever, like stuff with Luke Skywalker and stuff like that, like Luke, Han, and Leia are probably more on the table for this in a good way than before.
I felt you round out the TV stuff eventually with the film that is the Battle of Jakku. You know, like whatever remnants.
Oh yeah,
of the
that's
Empire,
that's already happened for sure at this point, though.
Whatever the remnants of the Empire and Gideon and all that stuff is, culminates with that Jakku battle, and like that's to me how you end all that. And then you have the jump to. So I do think we're gonna see, you know, really good deep fake Luke Skywalker in the Mando movie, right? The Mandoverse film.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
So at the very least, man, it's gonna make a bunch of money because Luke Skywalker's running around doing fucking lightsabers. You know it, dude. Like, look, you fans are suckers for lightsabers. You know, I show you one thing with a lightsaber, and you go, "No, it's Star Wars. See, that's really Star Wars." So you know, you're gonna love it. Like,
but it's gonna be like the you know, I'm gonna say like the Filoni era Star Wars fans are probably gonna get Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano fucking together. Lightsaber fighting.
Will they play the Kill Bill song when they do it?
You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. You shut it. Stop that. Stop that right now.
Will they?
I hope not.
I really want a live adaptation of the Truce of Bakura since you brought it up today. Like,
we need those lizard people.
If I'm able to manifest Star Wars movies now, folks. I'm gaining power. Like, you guys have all your hate of me is just giving me more energy, more unlimited power. So now I'm going to manifest the Truce of Bakura, the courtship of Princess Leia, you know, and only the questionably racist parts of the Han Solo trilogy by A.C. Grossman. Not the good stuff, just the really uncomfortable parts where she describes Lando's skin color. Like, it's as if nobody fucking knew what Lando looked like. I love that series, but even then when I read that, I'm like, you don't need to do this. Like you're not describing Han Solo's skin color. What the fuck is this shit? Like
right.
They didn't do that in the Han Solo pulpy novels, you know? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or the Lando pulpy novels, sorry. But,
yeah. But I mean, so anyways, yeah, I mean it really is like a really good chance for like a huge culminating kind of moment. And I think it could mean very interesting things if that culminating moment delivers financially in a really, really huge way. Then we could see things like Acolyte end up doing the same thing, where when the aspects of the story become too big for Disney Plus, they kicked over there.
This, as I figured they would. The story that's missed though is the timing of the dates, right? They're all in between Avatar sequels, right? So Avatar's 2024, 2025 is Star Wars, 2026 Avatar 4, right? So Avatar 3, Avatar 4, and then 2027's Filoni, right? 2028's Avatar 5, and then 2029
is Mangold.
Star Wars 0.
Whoa. Star Wars -2000. Star Wars AD. Stupid.
I like to call them Star Wars boobs because if you put the O, the Greek sign for the
yeah.
Star Wars boobs.
So it's old Yoda joke. That's what Yoda wrote in the Sacred Jedi text. Oh yeah. Also, I don't remember if it came up in the show, but at one point they mentioned that the Sacred Jedi text from The Last Jedi that Rey has are going to be a thing. It's like her trying to bring those to new people, so to speak. So
yeah. Well, I'm never watching The Rise of Skywalker again, but I will remember it. You know.
Yeah, you don't have to. But I already feel better about The Rise of Skywalker just knowing that that's not like the end. You know what I mean, though? Like it just feels better to me already. Just knowing, like, I don't think this, like, if Attack of the Clones was the final Star Wars movie, I would probably be like, instead I'm just like, yeah, Attack of the Clones, you're fucking crazy. Let's just do it, you know? So
Mega's like, no.
No, I mean, I like it. It's crazy.
When he rides a giant flea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the first time Flea appeared in Star Wars. He's actually in Attack of the Clones playing a giant flea.
Put it that way. Yeah, it's true.
He was on set. You know, like he was walking around on his hands doing reference capture. Like.
All right. Well, we did it.
Fun day.
We did it. Yeah. And then, over the weekend, if anything really cool comes out or whatever, I'll get back on. I'll set Rob the invite if he's free and wants to come on. He can. But I don't know what else. I don't know what the rest of the weekend's going to entail. If it's going to be super fucking cool or not. You know, it might be, it might not be. And like, you know, I imagine like the Ahsoka panel will give us more just, you know, clarification about some characters. Maybe they will show Ezra, maybe they will show Thrawn, maybe they will announce Ezra, maybe they will announce Thrawn. Maybe they'll give us, you know, more stuff about who these other characters are, what's going on, maybe more context. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, yeah. And to the guy on Reddit who said none of my stuff got confirmed, you're dumb. You're dumb now. Great day for getting all your scoops. It was you, wasn't it?
It was me.
That's a dry mouth from the show.
Lube it up. There you go.
I need more grease for my throat. I need
bring it back an
more
oldie.
Grease.
Huh? Bring it back an oldie, Jason.
Dude, my daughter will just still pull that out. She's 7 years old. We'll be at like Taco Bell, and she'll be like, I need more grease for my throat. I need to lubricate my throat. People are just like,
it's hilarious.
Great day for getting all your scoops confirmed. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was a good day. It was definitely a good day. And
so you had a good day.
I had a good day. There we go. It is what it is. And Dave, you're late to the party, but hi, Dave. These are the Daves I know. These are the Daves I know. We'll see you guys, everybody, after read Baymax's message, which is you need more grease on your dog. That's true. I do. And everybody, be cool. I'll see everybody in a bit. And Rob, if you don't come back, have a good weekend. And if you do, I'll see you if some news breaks and we come back. And I'll talk to you in 1 second. Let me figure out how to end the show. And you son of a bitch!
Come on, let's go. Hey!
It's the end of the show.
Come on, let's go. Hey!
It's the end of the show.
Come on, let's go. Hey!
You know you should go.
Come on, let's go.
It's not about spaceships.